Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe, that will not murmur or complain beneath a chastening rod, but in the hour of grief or pain will lean upon its God. A faith that shines more bright and clear when tempest rage without, that when in danger knows no fear, in darkness feels no doubt. Lord, give us such a faith as this, and then whatever may come, we'll taste and hear the hallowed bliss of an eternal home. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky, to serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my Master's will. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live, and O thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to give. Help me to watch and pray, and on thyself rely. Assured if I my trust betray, I shall forever die. Rise up, O men of God, have done with lesser things. Give heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O men of God, his kingdom tarries long. Bring in the day of brotherhood and end the night of wrong. Rise up, O men of God, the church for you doth wait. Her strength unequal to her task, rise up and make her great. Lift high the cross of Christ, tread where his feet have trod. As brothers of the Son of Man, rise up, O men of God.
Good evening. Well, I guess. It's supposed to be me and CJ, but we're supposed to do a dual stream, but I guess he's a little tardy. He must be doing something. That's me. Good evening. Let's edify one another. Glad to have you with us. Good evening, Sean. It's me again. Hard at work, working hard. Hopefully and prayerfully, we can do or say uh, something that'll draw you closer to God, edify you through our time and service together. Christ for the world we sing. The world to Christ we bring with loving zeal. The poor and them that mourn, the faint and overborne, sin sick and sorrow worn, whom Christ doth heal. Christ for the world we sing. The world to Christ we bring with fervent prayer. The wayward and the lost by restless passions tossed, redeemed at countless cost from dark despair. Christ for the world we sing. The world to Christ we bring with one accord. With us the work to share, with us reproach to dare, with us the cross to bear for Christ our Lord. Hey, good evening, CJ. You made it. Yay. It is going to be a dual stream. Uh, can I hear you? No. I was before. I did before we switched scenes.
Hello?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you
I
hear me?
got caught up in a game.
Uh-oh.
And
Go fish.
I'm like, what? What time is it? And I'm like, 9:24. Oh no.
Go fish.
Have you ever heard of
Nope.
oh, there.com?
There.com?
Yeah.
Nope.
Apparently, it's like an online socializing platform where you
Kind
can,
of like The Sims or something?
yeah, but not, uh, kind of like that, but not as well. There's things you can do on it, like in real life that's not okay, but yeah, kind of like that. Uh, but I found a room where people were listening to some sermon, and I figured out that only certain people can see my text messages unless I get a membership. I'm like, oh, I thought I could talk to people and bat around ideas.
Oh, bummer. Maybe do some evangelizing while you were in there, huh?
I know that was, I'm I'm like, yeah, this is kind of a
Go
neat,
fish.
neat opportunity.
Yeah,
And
and that that's the thing, because Jesus. That's one of the things about evangelism. Jesus went where the people were. You know, he didn't wait for people to come to him. Hey, Reba. Hey, Sean. I think I said hey, Sean earlier, but well,
hi,
hey, Sean.
Sean.
Um, Jesus went to where people were. He didn't wait for them to come to him. I'm not saying that he went to the bars and the whorehouses, but he went to where people was. He walked about Israel. He went to the temple. He went through the fields.
Yeah.
And so, today we need to do the same thing. Not necessarily that we have to go, like I said, not that we need to go to the bars and the whorehouses, but we need to go where people are.
I'm like, yeah, this is kind of a outside the box thing I may try.
I was just thinking the other day, and I need to ask Sister Debbie how Sister Manchester's doing. Is it Manchester? Uh, Manchester or Mansfield?
K Mansfield?
Yeah, Mansfield. There we go.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her in a while, and I know I believe she deactivated her account on Facebook. And
well,
decided just to take just to leave Facebook altogether, and so I wonder how she's doing. And she's one of Sister Debbie's friends from their classmates. So I need to get in touch with Debbie and find out how she's doing. Yeah, hey Mansfield. Woo! That's a huge amount of tagging. Hey Sam, good morning.
I'm struggling
What are you struggling?
to get my microphone to connect. I didn't buy this microphone just to use my onboard one.
Nah, that's not what Apple says.
Apple's like, you're gonna use it and you're gonna like it. And I said,
Nope.
no, I'm not gonna like it and I'm not gonna use it.
Pencil. There we go.
Alright, I think I finally
Oh, there you are.
changed over.
I got it. Got my pencil. Good. I got it.
So, did you have a good day today?
Busy. I mean, look at this.
Ooh, who's graduated?
One of the students on my bus.
Oh, yeah, I know what that all means.
And, you can tell what I'm doing to it, right?
Are you prettying it up?
I'm embossing that one.
Ooh,
Yeah, it comes across in the stream really well. Now this is just penciled in, by the way, and I'm going through with my gouges, and I wonder why it was a little darker than I remembered.
I don't know if I can figure out how that works. Uh, I don't know if it would be worth getting voice chat or not for $10 a month.
For what?
That there.com or meet.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. I feel like that would be a cool opportunity. They have some religious group hangout sessions.
I see. Don't you dare, Sean. Mute, Sean. No, no, we don't do that song. Nope, not at all.
No, that that's overdone.
That's absolutely overdone. We kick students off the bus for that. Mhm. We've had that conversation before. Hey, Donnie, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, and tomorrow I go back to the doctor for testing to see how my potassium's doing. Uh,
Mic is on.
Mike's on what?
My mic is on. EV Mouse won't say it.
It did earlier. It was just a minute or so ago.
Yeah, and then I bumped it and it got disconnected.
Well, stop bumping it. That's the solution to that problem.
I'll be back.
You insist. Sean, you try that after 15 years of that. You try that after 1 year of having preschoolers sit right behind you and singing that solid for um, um, you try going through one entire year of having preschool sitting right behind you singing that song for the entire year, and you tell me why you ban that song.
Uh huh. Yep. I would ban it too.
Reba says we enjoy singing. We have an anchor, don't we, CJ?
Nope. My anchor will not hold for that song. I'm gonna let my anchor go. No. Will your anchor hold? No, I let it go.
Yeah, he keeps throwing it at Amos.
Yeah. Guess what I'm gonna have tonight?
Peace and
Pizza.
quiet.
Well, yeah.
I totally threw it and derailed him.
Pizza
What do
roll.
I get? What students do I get to drive? I get to drive every student that gets on my bus. Typically, my age group, Donnie, is actually all every grade. Um, so I can have any student from preschool all the way through to 12.
13th, 12th.
Suppose you could consider it 13 if they have to stay in school for if they get held back on 12th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I've ever had anybody do that.
What book you using?
Gray.
The only book that's. Oh, wait. I was about to say.
My voice is kind of wavery tonight, but so I'll join in if I can. But one thing that has been interesting yesterday when they gave me that potassium, essentially what they did. Oh, fiddlesticks! Oh, yeah. I forgot to take my potassium at 5. I need my second dose.
Talk about getting old.
Yep, I need to have my alarm set.
What you?
So yesterday they gave me essentially what amounted to almost an entire second day worth of potassium at the hospital, and made me take my normal day's worth of potassium when I got. So that's how bad I was. That was how bad I was depleted with the potassium.
So how do you what tipped you off that you were down potassium? Is there like a
Well, first off, you you're not gonna. Most people generally won't know if they're down on potassium. Um, what what is going to cause you concern is if you have unexplained muscle spasms and some how do I put it? Well, tell you what, I'll read you the symptoms so you can know, because it is something that you should probably be aware of. It used to be that when you went into the ER, for example, for anything, um, way back in the um, before like the 70s, um, if you went into the ER, they immediately gave you, no matter what you went in for, they gave you potassium, pretty much. All right, so symptoms of hypokalemia, because low potassium is called hypokalemia.
okay?
As you got muscle twitches, muscle cramps are the first two things that are up there. Muscle weakness, severe muscle weakness, which leads to paralysis. Low blood pressure, lightheadedness or faintness, abnormal heart rhythm, such as or otherwise known as arrhythmia, excessive urination, and excessive thirst.
Hmm.
So a lot of these symptoms are going to, if you have them, you're going to think, okay, I've got a Charlie horse, for example, um, or I'm severely dehydrated, right? Well, if you're having Charlie horses, what is your first thought? Most people, they're going to reach for magnesium because if you're having muscle cramps, it's usually a sign of low magnesium. Nothing severe about that, or not too not too concerning. If you have excessive thirst, lightheadedness, or faintness, you're going to reach for water. So you're not going to you're not going to head for the doctor for potassium. It's not generally your first thing. So um, you need to be aware that when you start having these muscle twitches, these muscle cramps, dehydration or excessive thirst, lightheadedness and faintness, um, as well as your severe muscle weaknesses and things like of that nature, you need to get to the doctor. And because your cells need potassium in order to live,
Hmm.
to function.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that potassium, your cells start to shut down. And so if you get critical in your low potassium, what is critical? Well, your normal range for potassium is 3.5 to 5.1, according to um, my chart, which is where all my health information is. Mayo Clinic says 3.6 to 5.1. Um, you are critical if you drop below 3.0. And so when they tested me on Monday for my dehydration, when I went into the ER uh, because of my diarrhea and my vomiting, nausea, and abdominal cramps, they tested me and my potassium was 3.0, which means I was right at that threshold. My potassium has been trending low, and it's okay. Well, why is my potassium trending low? Medication is probably one of the top leading causes of low potassium. If you are on medication for low blood pressure, you need to be considering why. You need to be watching your potassium because a lot of low blood pressure medicines have like a diuretic in them, and diuretics, not all of them, but many diuretics have the problem of leaching your potassium, according to my nurse practitioner that I've um, and the ER staff that I was talking with. So you got to watch out for those. Uh, so you got to watch out for that. My diabetes medicine that I'm on also has this habit of leaching potassium. So I have to. So I'm already on my potassium supplements, and even with my potassium supplements, my potassium was low.
Hmm.
So when I went for my follow up after my ER visit, so Wednesday when I went in for my follow up, I was not just at that threshold, I was critical. I was below that threshold. And what strikes me as odd is I wasn't having um, I didn't have the muscle twitches. I didn't have the muscle cramps. I didn't have any of those symptoms
Huh.
except the thirst. Um, now, If you had it backed up to Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I had several of those. I had the excessive thirst. I had the excessive urination and the lightheadedness. Of course, I always deal with low blood pressure. That's the reason why or not low blood. I deal with high blood pressure. Excuse me, not low blood pressure. And that's the other ones I didn't. Maybe a slight weakness in my muscle, but not much of any. What do you get magnesium from, Sam? That's something you can look up. I usually take a magnesium supplement, but there are certain foods that you can get magnesium from. I just don't remember them off the top of my head. I do know that you can get potassium from bananas and from potatoes, especially with the skins left on. The potatoes, that is, not the bananas.
Uh, I just went shopping and I got bananas, among other things. Um, so, so the main reason was I'm I'm on a peanut butter banana smoothie kick. uh,
Well,
I
have you tried your fried banana peanut butter sandwich yet?
no, was I supposed to?
I don't know. Elvis thought it was good.
No, but oh, nice. I almost want to freeze the whole cluster of bananas I got. I can make smoothies with not frozen bananas, right?
I don't.
It,
I don't
it,
make smoothies.
what?
I don't make smoothies.
Okay.
Uh, Sean, you have a wonderful evening, and you got to pick up a new rim for your car. Well, don't pick it up too high because your hernia.
Have a good evening, Sean.
No
Love
more
you.
close calls. Why not? I asked if I could go drive school bus. They wouldn't let me. I was going to come back after route and do my and do the emergency room after route, but they wouldn't let me do that. They wanted me to go right away. Like, wait, I feel fine. I don't feel anything wrong. But no, they wanted me to go right away.
Hmm.
My boss asked me, "What?" So I don't know what happens with low potassium. What would happen? I said, "Oh, muscle twitches, heart palpitations, death." He's like, "Well, that doesn't sound like it'd be very good for the kids." I said, "Oh, it'd be entertaining anyway."
Yeah.
When I relayed that to one of my students tonight on the bus, who was wondering where I was yesterday, and she didn't ride this morning, but she rode this evening. he, he had this really strange look on her face,
Death.
like, okay.
Yeah. What else do you say to something like that?
No, she actually said that, like, okay.
It's funny. Not I'm glad you're not dead.
Oh, she's definitely glad I'm not dead, but
Yeah.
she was like, I
Well,
can't. It was more like, I can't believe you said that.
I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah,
Per-
well, thank you.
personally.
Mhm. It'd be interesting. It would be interesting. Trying to get some of these nooks and crannies on this.
Good night, Sean.
So good night, brother. Got a song?
Oh, me?
Well, no, I was talking to the other person here on the stream with us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do you have a song? Well, he doesn't have one, so I guess I'll pick one.
You better. Why don't you sing it while you're at it?
I believe in Jesus, 356.
Is that I believe in the one they call Jesus?
Yeah.
Ah,
I believe in the one they call Jesus. I believe he still is from Galilee. I believe that he walked on the water. And I
I
believe
believe
that he's the answer for me. Yeah, yes, I believe in the one they call Jesus. I believe he died on Calvary. And I believe that the tomb was found empty. And I believe that he's the answer for me. I believe in the words of the Bible, how he made the poor blind man to see. I believe that the deaf ears were opened. And I believe he's made a difference in me. Yes, I believe in the one they call Jesus. I believe he died on the Calvary. And I believe that the tomb was found empty. And I believe that he's the answer for me. I believe that he rose dead Lazarus. And he said, unbind and set free. I believe that he reigns up in heaven. And I believe that he is coming again. Yes, I
Yes, I
believe
believe
in the one they call
Jesus.
Jesus. I
I
believe
believe
he died on the Calvary. And I believe that the tomb was found empty. And I believe that he's the answer for me. Do you think if the Apostle Paul had a game that was just an open chatting type game, hangout, do you think he would definitely use that for the gospel, right?
I think the Apostle Paul made use of every tool that he had
Yeah.
to win souls to Christ without without compromising the scriptures, without compromising his faith.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's borne out. To the Jew, I became a Jew,
Yeah.
So no matter what, we have to make sure that we never compromise our faith, even in the midst of our game. Um, and that's the thing. That's the balance we have to strike. Not that we can't play games and have fun. It's just that we need to make sure that we never compromise our faith, our integrity. We never lose sight that we're working for God.
Yeah. Uh, I bumped it again. Can you tell?
Yes, you did.
Alright, I'm back.
Yes, you are.
There's a big difference in that my string cam one and this one.
There is. You can
What?
tell it.
It's that one's all echoey and bad quality. This one's sharp.
Well, it's close, which makes it clearer.
Right, yeah. Oh. Are we going back and forth on the songs, or am I singing, or what's going on here? Ah,
I'm chatting.
oh,
Just as long as you work on giving me time to get the notes proper, you were rushing where you were supposed to be holding on that last one.
oh, really?
Remember, in your notes, if you have, for example, um, here on the end of in the chorus here on where it says Calvary, I believe he died on Mount Calvary. Look at that note right above Cal or above the RY. What do
What?
you have?
What number? I already moved on.
356.
When I'm flipping through like this, I don't mention, don't
Yep,
pay attention to what numbers.
356.
I don't know.
In the chorus on "He died on Mount Calvary," where it says he died on Mount Calvary. What's the note? What do you see on that note uh, above Calvary, above the RY in Calvary?
Half note tied into a quarter note. So
Okay, a half note means you're going to give 2 beats on a 4/4 time. On a 3/4 time, that means you're going to give a beat and a half.
So it
Okay,
would be Calvary.
and since you're tying it into a dotted quarter note, that's essentially giving it basically um, the same as 3 beats.
Calvary.
Because a dotted quarter note means that you're going to give it a beat and a half. You're going to hold it almost as much. Almost, it'd be like a quarter note plus an eighth note.
Mm,
When it has a dot on it, you just extend it like a half beat more.
got it.
And so when you have that arch in there, it's a slide, so you're connecting the two. You don't paint, but you hold those two notes together. So if that slide constitutes a raise in note, then you'll hold it and raise on the second note. So it'd be I'm trying to see if I have one here that would demonstrate that, and it
So
kind of
can I
doesn't. But
can
but
I
you
just can I just hear the difference between what should have been done and what I did?
okay? Um, I believe this here. He died on Mount Calvary. That's what you should have done, because the bottom and the alto, if you notice the bass, the tenor, and the alto have three notes. You and
Oh,
the soprano and the soprano lead only has two notes. So you have the bass and the bass alto, tenor, alto have your half note, and then they have a quarter note and then a dotted quarter note.
hmm.
The soprano lead has a dotted quarter note, or a dotted half note, and then a dotted quarter note.
So in total, I should hold that for four.
Mm, for three beats. And
Okay.
instead, what you did is you didn't give the bass, the other guys enough time to go through their change, because their change involved a raise and a drop. So for me, for example, on Calvary, it should have been a cow, Mr. Calvary, but you didn't give me time.
Oh, well,
So
part of that,
which I know it's your air control.
yeah, air control, and part of that is the being digital instead of being online. Online because there is somewhat of a delay, even if
There
it,
is a wee bit of a delay. I thought I was keeping up pretty good with you. We'd
yeah,
have to ask the judge over there in the office if I was keeping up pretty good or not.
yeah.
But huh? She says I was.
For me, I always hear you a little bit behind me. I don't know if it's the time lag between this for singing, but uh, so I used to sing and then wait and then sing with it, but now I'm like, man, maybe it's in sync for him. I don't know.
I actually, when we're doing it this way, I actually, most of the time, I am actually. I guess I'd have to actually go to Facebook to hear, but I tend, what I hear on my end is I'm actually in sync with you. So,
Yeah.
um, but you were, and maybe that's just everybody hears that. Everybody when they're streaming with somebody else hears that they're in tune, uh, and it's just the nature of the game. But if you can learn to mentally count or mentally do something that will um, give you that kind of a beat to it, like Calvary, so that you're actually, you're Calvary to the tree. Reba says we all sound good together. Um, a lot of times, a lot of times, what I do is I'm actually um, when I'm singing lead and I have a bass in there. In order to be able to get the correct timing, I'm actually almost pulsing my voice. So that and there's certain songs that I have to do that on, so that I know that I have the right timing down, so that I'm not going too fast for the bass. or
Right.
I'm not going too slow. And so by pulsing it, you know, adding just a um,
Fully.
wish there was a I wish I knew which song it was that I'm thinking that I could do that and show you. 509 in the chorus. Could be another one.
Here's a sea.
Now, when I you notice how it has a half note in that? It's got a half note to a dotted quarter, not a dotted quarter note, but a dotted eighth note.
Oh yeah. On the eighth.
Is it
Oh.
dotted eighth? So it's okay. We got a 3/4 times. That's a two note.
Here's a sea.
Two. Yeah. So yeah, it's a dotted eighth note. Eighth, 16th, eighth, 16th. So which equals your three. Oh, well, the chorus is a 4/4 time. So we have two notes, two two beats on that. So it's a dotted half note, or it's not a dotted half. It's a half note dotted.
Quarter.
It might be a dotted. No, it should be a dotted. Two, zero, three.
Well, are you looking at sing, right? Yes, I'll sing.
Uh huh. Okay. So each of those, you have on the you have the two notes there for right there that um you have the half note dotted. I think that's dotted eighth note, 16th over the, and then the dotted eighth and 16th on wondrous bathroom. That's four beats in that in between those two bars on the for sing the wondrous. That's four beats. So listen to this. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story. So, yes, I'll sing the wondrous story. Did you notice my voice?
Yeah, he
You,
was kind of pulsating the kind.
you. I'm actually emphasizing that pulse, but that's how I actually keep my time. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. And now that's how my ear can pick it up when if you were to just listen to me lead normally. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Did you hear the pulse that time?
No.
But I can hear it because it's faint enough that you can't hear it, but it's large and loud enough for me to hear it. Uh oh, he's listening for something.
I have no idea what just popped over there. I heard a whack. I
It's the
don't.
popcorn.
Uh, I bought popcorn. See, you're gonna cringe. I just bought popcorn, more ice cream, and Nelly Brothers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds like a perfect storm for a dessert.
Oh, oh yeah. Okay, people judge me so hard, but I love mint chocolate chip ice cream and crumbling the nutter butters, those
Hmm.
peanut butter sticks. People say, CJ, that is so gross. Well,
Why?
what do you say?
I say why? To each
Because
their. I mean, listen. Each to their own notions. To the little old lady that kissed the cow.
people say
If
peanut
it
butter
if it tastes good to you, who cares?
is yeah, like,
I don't like split pea soup, but I don't care if you do. Here, have my portion.
yeah. But,
I'll
but,
gladly give you mine. I don't
but
want any split pea soup.
they're just
Thank you.
messing with me, but I don't know.
It actually kind of sounds good.
I'm like, they're like mint and peanut butter? No, CJ, no, what are you doing?
Hmm?
I'm like, hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I'm enjoying life. That's what I'm doing.
Uh huh. I tried it one time and now I can't have a bowl of mint ice cream without
It's like
it.
when it's like my brother gave me vanilla ice cream and then handed me a bag of tortilla chips and said, "Eat these together."
What?
Yeah, take your tortilla chips, like your bite-sized tortillas,
Yeah.
and eat your ice cream with it.
No way. I'm gonna try
Oh
that.
man, is that good?
I don't know. I don't think anything beats my Nelly Brothers. My
But
mama,
try it. Just try it and see what you think of it.
my mama was gonna uh be mad at me. She usually buys bananas and my Nelly Brothers, but she's gonna come on Monday and I'll have bananas and Nelly Brothers. I'm like, hey, you've been gone for a month. Things changed around here.
I had to make do without yours.
I know. I have
But
to.
if you bring me some more, I'll eat it.
Yeah, that's
Come on,
right.
Nana.
Cottage cheese and nacho cheese Doritos. Hmm. I don't know.
Cottage cheese and nacho. Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's good.
I don't like cottage cheese.
It'd be the same. It's almost the same as eating sour cream with not taking your nacho cheese nacho Doritos, and
Hmm.
eating it with sour cream. Which, by the way, I like to do that with my um with that and either guacamole or yeah. I agree with
Well,
I was agree I agree with Reba. That's pretty good.
I'll have to try it.
Not if you don't like cottage cheese.
Yeah.
It's good if you like it.
Well,
I mean,
let's
that's what my mother says. Good if you like it.
let's sing that song we were just working on, and I guess that'll be all, folks.
That's all, folks. Yeah,
I
I
will.
just did that.
Sorry. I
Why?
will sing the wonder story of the
To
Christ who died for
die for me,
me. How he
how he left
left his
his
home
home
in
and glory,
glory for the
for the cross
cross of
of Calvary.
Yes, I'll sing
Yes, I'll sing
the wondrous
the
story
wondrous story
of the
in the
Christ who
Christ
died for
who
me.
died for me.
Sing it with
Sing it with
the saints in
the saints in glory.
glory, gathered
Gathered
by
by
the
the
crystal
crystal
sea.
sea.
I was lost,
Lost,
but
but
Jesus
Jesus
found
found
me
me
on the
on the
street
tree
that
that
went
went astray.
astray. Through
He
his
was on
loving arms
arms
around
around
me,
me,
drew me
drew down
back into his
into his way.
Yes, I'll
Yes, I'll sing
sing the wondrous
the
story
wondrous story
of the Christ
of the
who died
Christ
for
who
me.
died for me.
Sing it with
Sing it with
saints in
the
glory,
saints in glory,
gathered by
gathered by the
the
crystal
crystal sea.
sea.
He will
He will
keep
keep me
us
till the river
forever, Moses
is
was
waters at my
the
feet. Then
best
he'll bear me
for
safely
the,
over
sorry, with the
the
love.
loved ones I shall meet.
Yes, I'll sing
Yes, I'll sing
the wondrous
the
story
wondrous story
of the
of
cross
the Christ
for
who
me.
died for me.
Sing it with
Sing it with
saints in
the
glory,
saints in glory,
gathered by
gathered by the crystal sea.
How did I do? Did I do better?
Yep, yep.
For me, I don't know about you, but for me, the pauses, the notes were really long that I was holding them.
Yeah, you were holding it really long, but it was, you're learning that when you're learning that pulse idea, and remember the chorus is a different tempo than the rest of the stanzas. The stanzas are the waltz, and the chorus is um,
Supposed to be faster.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's 4/4 time.
Yes, I
So
see.
is it waltz? I don't remember. I think 3/4 time is a waltz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One,
and
two, three,
and
one, two, three, one, two.
yeah, that's right. So then you have your chorus is actually, I think, a little bit slower.
Oh.
So, I will sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. How we left his home in glory of the cross of Calvary. Yes, I'll sing
Yes,
the
something.
wondrous story of the Christ who died for me.
For me,
Sing it with
sing it with
the
the
saints in glory,
saints, Lord.
gathered by the
Goodbye,
crystal sea.
we'll see.
Yeah, it smooths it out for the lead. It's a smoother. The chorus is smoother, but it's because it's more of a ballroom. More of a. I wish I could compare it to something. It's more smooth, but it's more of a glide. You
Yeah.
know, um, The waltzes are stately, but this one is something else. But it is. It's it was good. So learning to do those little tricks, like I said, the audible pulse for you anyway, in your voice as you're holding that note, so you know that it's one, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then moving on. Yes, I'll sing. Yes, I'll 1, 2, 3, the wondrous door to, and the wondrous 1, 2, 3 of the Christ 2, 3 who died for me 2, 3. You know, and so pulsing that, if you will, is imperative. Learning how to
Yeah.
do that, learning how to even if you don't do the pulse, learning how to count in your head, or on a beat in your head,
Mm.
so you know how long to hold it, not to hold it too slow, but not to hold it, just the right amount of time, so that the bass and your counter melody gets in there.
Yeah.
Um,
What
yes, I'll
a
sing. Yes, I'll sing. Wondrous, wondrous story
what a me
of the Christ.
what what a me. Even me counting 1, 2, 3, you still hadn't even started your bass part. So maybe that's part of the lag. I'm like, well, I guess I'll hold it till he starts it.
Yeah, and that might be, it might be the drawback, I guess, of online, doing this all online.
Yeah. All right.
You would
Well.
think that you would think that with improvements in modern technology that we wouldn't have to worry about that, but we do.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a wrap. Put a bow on it. Ship it off for Christmas next year. Or wait, this year, I guess.
Something like that.
Or if you want it in 2026, ship it off for Christmas next year. But anyways, thank you all for joining me and Levi. Um, I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. Remember here at CEM, we want to do 3 things. We want to glorify God, edify you, His saints, and answer any spiritual questions you may have. That way,
We hopefully have edified you to a greater and more faithful service in God's kingdom. Because if we do that, then it doesn't matter whether we wake to serve God here on this earth. We wake to serve God up there in heaven where we all long to be. We'll have the privilege, pleasure, and the honor of being. No, the privilege, the pleasure, and the honor of being. Or will see you then. God bless in your walk with Him. We love you all. Good night.